Well, hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm going to make an instructional video about how to play Shining Star. I'm going to slow it down. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and it's a bunch of guys doing covers, and so I just wanted to slow it down and make the kind of video that I wish was already out there. So it took me a while to figure this out, but if you're playing Shining Star, there's just a few key parts that once you know these few key parts, you can play the whole song. So there's the intro. That's that dun 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 dun. In the beginning, it's dun. Okay, I'm going to slow that down. So it's open E, and then I'm not going to call out the notes or anything. I'm just going to, hopefully you can listen to what I'm playing and it'll make sense, and watch my fingers. So it's what I'm doing there is I'm sliding up. So most of it's in the first position, but there I'm sliding up to my index finger would be on the D fretted on the 5th fret, and it's when you do those slides, he does a lot of these kind of slides in the song. You just want to kind of loosen up your finger a little bit, and your goal is just to slide back and forth between a half step, just 2 frets. So it's like with your pinky, you're going to go. So that's, again, that's. Okay. All right, so now when he gets into the meat of the song, mostly during the verses, he's just doing this ball, ba-ball, and he's doing those slide things again. I play it on this is the, that's the D on the high D on the G string right here, and then the E string up a 2nd fret. So it's like. So again, you're just sliding back and forth. Now my bass may sound kind of clicky. I prefer it to be, to take some of the treble out when you're going to do that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you'll hear those slet slides or those fret slides. So he just does a lot of that, and then he does this little riff a lot, which is when he goes up to the high G, up where you've got the 2 dots right there at your octave, and he goes. Now you could play it up here, where you cross over the strings, but I think it's better to come down this way, because that way your hand's in position for this. And again, I prefer to play these things here. I mean, you could play them here, but it just doesn't have that sound. It doesn't have that thin sound like you're going to get on the high G string. So, so he does that, and it's the same riff over and over. All right, now the trickiest part in this song, and I never probably would have figured it out had I not watched other YouTube videos, and it took me a while, is the chorus, and that's when he's going. Oh, I'm sorry. It starts on A, open A string. Then it's. Okay, so I'm going to slow that way down. So it goes. It's going to go in the chorus when it goes to Shining Star. It goes open A string, and then he does this nice little thing up here. It's the 2 frets below or right before the octave, and then you play an open D string. So it's, and then you come down and just do like an octave thing on the G. So it's. Now this is where it gets really weird, and I would have never guessed this in a million years. But he goes up to on the E string. He's doing a chord it's actually you're fretting a C, and then you're playing, like, think of it, you're playing this little high chord thing up here. I like to think of it as the C, and then you're going like a half step up on the G string and playing this. I don't know if you can see my fingers here. I'll move them. So and then you're just sliding down. Just slide down a half step. So you're playing a C and then going down to a B on the E string. So, and then, all right, so it's, sorry. So again, it's A, and then he does that same little chord thing. You can barely hear it, but he does it on the A right here and the pinky. That same kind of chord on the A. Now, all right, so then I'll play the whole thing, and then I'll go into the next section, which is the bum bum, ba bum bum, ba bum bum, ba bum bum. Okay, so that's real easy. It starts on the A. I'm sorry. Okay, and then he does this chromatic walk-up thing, and that is super easy. All you're doing is you're just walking up the E string. Now, you could do it all in one position, but I would recommend going all the way up the E string for a reason, because he hits this real top weird little note at the end. So it does that bum bum, ba bum bum, ba bum bum, ba bum bum, and then it does the walk up bum bum bum, ba bum bum bum, ba bum bum bum. Now your goal, you'll know you've done it right if you've gotten to the E flat, which is the fret right before the octave fret here. You're up here at the E flat, and then it holds, and he hits this weird little note right here, which is actually A flat on the G string. So I'll play through it again. He goes. 2, 3. Okay, so hope that made sense. Hope I slowed it down enough, and hopefully this video will help somebody.